Hey guys, welcome to Electrofan. In today's video, we'll talk about MQTT and we'll understand what an MQTT protocol is. It's also called as messaging protocol. So before we get started, if you have not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe because we are gonna come up with pretty good videos. So let's get started. So the general outline for today is we'll go through each of those topics, which is introduction, what is MQTT, how it is architectured, what are the use cases, comparison and advantages, and then finally concluding it. So what is MQTT and what's an introduction to MQTT? It's message queuing telemetry transport protocol. So it was developed by IBM in 1999, and because of its feature of lightweight messaging protocol, it was mainly popular in interfaces where the bandwidth is very low. So it is basically designed to provide reliable low bandwidth communications between devices, and it uses publish and subscribe model where there's a central broker who has all the clients and subscribers connected, and then all of that process from the sender to receiver is managed by that broker. So let's dive in a little more into what is MQTT. Again, it's a lightweight messaging protocol designed for IoT devices. Now, it can be used for other devices as well, but the reason they have specified here for IoT is because IoT devices are the devices that have low bandwidth, limited processing power, and limited memory. And then, of course, uh, those are the main requirements for an IoT device, because we want it to run for a long period of time and we don't want it to use all of the battery and memory and with that much high bandwidth application. So it's basically a system where there's a client, there's broker. So take an example of client here as like a device that has sensors, actuators, and so on, and its only work is to sense the temperature. For example, if it's a temperature sensor, sense it and then send it over to cloud. So when that happens, what it does is it senses that temperature, reads it, sends it, and then it gets received by the broker, which is basically an intermediate block over here. And then whatever receiver are connected with the broker, we call them as subscribers, it will route the message to those subscribers. So it's like from source to destination. So this is like a rough idea of the architecture, where this part over here is my client, this part over here is my broker, and this part could be my subscribers. It could be one more, however many you want. So this is how it works. The temperature sensor, or basically the client, publishes the temperature at a particular unique topic. It gets received by the broker, and then broker sees that okay, so many devices have subscribed to the same topic. So what it does, it routes the message to those subscribers. So it's basically like an intermediate module who knows that okay, these are the people who have subscribed or they are waiting for the message. So it just routes that. Where it is used, it's used in Internet of Things applications, because as we discussed that it's very common there. So it can be, we'll talk about this example, that it can be used to control smart home devices such as thermostats and lights and security system. And this allows the owner to have remote control of their home, which makes their life more easier and convenient. So it can also be used in healthcare industry, where you can monitor the patient's health by using sensors and wearables that are connected. So the subscribers could be doctors, nurses, family members, so on. And then the publisher would be like the patient okay, this is the heart rate of the patient, and who are the important people who needs to see that. It could be the nurse, it could be the family members, it could be the doctors. So this is how this infrastructure fits well in these two space. Let's talk about some other protocols. Why MQTT is so commonly used in IoT applications? Because we'll talk about HTTP and CoAP. So HTTP is basically a hypertext transfer protocol, which is mainly used for web browsing, and since it is a high bandwidth application, it's like it works on that model where you request something and then you get something. So it's like request response kind of a protocol. So more like, okay, I'm typing in google.com, you're requesting google.com, it goes to the DNS, it fetches that IP, and then it gives you a response, which is that page that you see in front of you. So it's a high bandwidth usage application, and it doesn't support any low power devices. So that's about HTTP. We'll talk about CoAP, which is constrained application protocol. So it is also designed for IoT, but it lacks a little bit of features compared to MQTT. So that's the reason it's used, but not that extensively compared to MQTT, because MQTT has a lot of features. One of those features could be the quality of service, where you can decide that this data is important to me. I need this data irrespective of the network infrastructure. So you define the priority and importance of the data through that quality of service, and then you can communicate reliably through that. So that's the reason like MQTT is widely used all around the place. What are the main advantages of MQTT? So it's lightweight, it supports low bandwidth applications, and then um, it's basically used for applications that like it can be used for applications where you cannot afford a cellular network with expensive data plans and so on, and it's so much less network usage compared to HTTP. The another example is reliability. So it uses publish and subscribing model, which ensures that the data will be delivered to you even if you are or some other clients are offline. And then the final would be it supports quality of service, which is like you which allows different level of guarantees based on the application requirements. And then finally we'll conclude that okay, MQTT is a powerful protocol that that is revolutionizing the world of IoT in terms of low bandwidth usage, reliability, and scalable model. It is used widely in many applications, not just IoT. It could be healthcare, it could be any other applications you feel fits that space. So I think that is all of the talking that I had to do for this topic. I hope you have understood this video. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comment section below. I will answer all of them. Until then, see you. Take care.